Last Friday, USA Today was able to get a hold of and publish a copy of a memorandum sent by the Donald Trump Department of Justice to Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, ICE, that tells them it's okay for you to just go into people's homes and look for undocumented people without a warrant. Now, I will read you what the memo says in just a second, but I do want to point out that the DOJ does kind of tell them, like, hey, this shouldn't be the norm, but if you need to do it, go ahead and do it. So here's what the memo says. As much as practicable, officers should follow the proactive procedures above and have an executed warrant of apprehension and removal before contacting an alien enemy. However, that will not always be realistic or effective in swiftly identifying and removing alien enemies. An officer may encounter a suspected alien enemy in the natural course of the officer's enforcement activity, such as when apprehending other validated members of Trinity Aragua. Sorry, I struggle with that word. Given the dynamic nature of enforcement operations, officers in the field are authorized to apprehend aliens upon a reasonable belief that the alien meets all four requirements to be a validated alien enemy. The officer believes they meet all four requirements. That is an important point to remember. This authority includes entering an alien enemy's residence to make an AEA apprehension where circumstances render it impracticable to first obtain a signed notice and warrant apprehension and removal. My apologies for stumbling so much during that. But basically, here is what they're saying. If you're out there, you're an ICE agent, and you see somebody go into a house, and you're like, wait a minute, that person kind of looks like Trendy Aragua. They could be a gang member, right? So, because I think this person looks like they might fit the criteria, I'm just going to barge into their house and arrest them. Why not, right? Because it's not practical for me to be able to go and get a warrant because I don't have evidence to prove this person is in a gang. That's what it is, folks. It's not just that we are throwing the Constitution out. Multiple different amendments, by the way, being violated with this order. It's that we can't get warrants because we're making this shit up. That is the important part, and that is what people need to focus on. It's not just the decimation of the Constitution, it's the fact that the DOJ is basically admitting to these people, look, you're not going to be able to prove what you need to prove to get a warrant. If you need a warrant, by the way, it's a quick process, typically, if you have the evidence to back up your claim. In some instances, you can have it done in under an hour. And during that hour, the individual in question, if they did go into their home, could be under surveillance just in case. While the officer goes to a judge gives them the warrant, they come back to the other officer, say, all right, guys, let's go. We got the warrant. Totally legal. But this administration doesn't want to do it because, like every other thing they do in every aspect of this government, they're just making it up. They're lying to us about what is actually going on. That is what is happening. So what are these four criteria, by the way? Here they are. The Justice Department defined an alien enemy as anyone who is 14 years of age or older. Okay, that's pretty vague. Hey, if they're older than 14 or if they look over 14, have at it. Not a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident, which they now have to make that determination without even asking to see ID. A citizen of Venezuela, again, making that determination without seeing ID or any kind of documentation, or if they're a hostile enemy, Trende Aragua, per the Alien Enemy Validation Guide, which of course has been trashed by actual immigration experts. And this is why, of course, we end up deporting people with autism awareness tattoos, because the validation guide for Trende Aragua, I'm sorry, again, I struggle with that word, is so incorrect. But my pronunciations of things aside, the important thing here is that this administration has no respect for the rule of law. We are watching almost daily at this point as they find new ways to violate the Constitution, and this is just another one. And this is where we are. This, of course, is going to lead to countless court cases. God knows how many lawsuits are going to be filed as a result of this, and guess what? They're probably going to win those cases, not the White House. The people who had their constitutional rights violated because this DOJ run by moron Pam Bondi doesn't think we need to get warrants to enter your home. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.